That's about all. That's about all. This is one of the greatest players to ever touch a basketball. Kevin Durant has averaged 25 points on 50% shooting or better for 13 consecutive years. Did you hear what I just said? That's Kevin Durant.
Steve.
This month, KD Trey, I know you just finished talking, Big Perk, about his skill set, and you're not denying that. But I'm getting to a bigger point here. We gonna just sit back and ignore the stuff that happened around him? Let's count back the ways. Kid Murrow, sit back, my brother. Allow me to provide this education. When the man was in Oklahoma City, I'm a person who loves Russell Westbrook. I understand how erratic he has been, but he's a man's man. He's a warrior. He's a high-end competitor. Don't back down from nothing. He's a future Hall of Famer. Mad love for him and what he does in the community. Oh, my God. The brother is special, okay? But we all know what Kevin Durant had to deal with him as a point guard in Oklahoma City. Perk, you know that better than anybody. Better than anybody, okay? You know what a challenge that was.
They went to the NBA Finals together.
Hold, I know that. They did in 2012, absolutely, with James Harden coming off the bench. I remember that. But I'm just talking about, we know they had some success, but they didn't have a championship. And Big Perk, but you didn't win a championship. That's all I'm saying. But why do I bring that up? The Splash Brothers are in Golden State, and everybody and their mother knew they weren't beating LeBron with Kyrie and Kevin Love unless they had Kevin Durant. There's no way they're beating them. So Kevin Durant delivers back-to-back titles and would have three-peated. They'd have swept Toronto and Kawhi Leonard if it wasn't for KD tearing the Achilles, okay? We all know that. And a calf injury before that, before he tried to come back and ultimately tore the Achilles, okay? So we know that. He goes to Brooklyn. What's his crime? The fact that his damn shoes were a size 13 instead of a 12 and a half. You understand? And when he dropped 49 instead of 50 and was going against Giannis and the crew, Kyrie is out. James Harden is hobbled. Let me take a moment to make breaking news because I'm quite sure you brothers, as real as y'all are, will appreciate this. We all know I was all in Kyrie's ass like back pockets back then. I said the brother was a master at missing work or whatever. We have learned so much. I've said this to his father. I've made sure to get the message extended to him. I've said it on the national airways before. I'm going to say it again. I personally owe that man an apology because the way that I got on Kyrie Irving, good brother, bottom line, his heart's in the right place. People to get on his mistakes. He's a good brother, and he deserved better from me, and I owe him that apology, period, because he was more right than wrong, to be quite honest with you. KD had to deal with all of that. Come on, y'all. I know we got to go. Kid Murray, I'll give you the floor. I could say more, but there are conditions, organizational conditions, injuries, and stuff like that that got in the way. I can get back to that because I got to give the man the floor. I can get back to that. But we being ridiculous about KD here. Stop it.
Okay, so listen.
Go ahead, Kid Murray.
I'm going to be political here. Y'all are both right, okay? Perk is right because KD is not the same KD that we are used to seeing. The best ability is availability, right? You know what I'm saying? You're getting old. We're kicking the tires on him. He's getting older. Also, he's a different type of player. He needs the right situation. He is, yes, one of the most talented players to ever touch a basketball, but he's a mercenary. He's not trying to come in there and coach up your rookie point guard. He's not trying to coach up your rookie volley scorer. He's not trying to do none of that. He's trying to just come in there, get his 30, and get up out of there. Okay, so if he finds a situation like that, money. If it's, let's help build this team and, help bring this guy along because he has a lot of the same skill set that you do. Forget about it. It's not happening.
All right, Katie.
The Kevin Durant to Warriors conversation is not simple nostalgia anymore. It is a real basketball question. If Golden State wants to maximize the final elite years of Stephen Curry, should the front office consider bringing back one of the greatest scorers to ever wear a Warriors jersey? The answer is not easy because Kevin Durant is both the dream and the risk. On the dream side, the fit is obvious. Durant and Curry already worked, not just worked, dominated. Golden State became nearly impossible to guard because defenses had no good answer. Trap Curry and Durant got space. Send help at Durant and Curry punished you from deep. Switch everything and KD shot over smaller defenders, stayed traditional, and the Warriors ran you into the ground. That version of Golden State was one of the most terrifying teams in NBA history. That history matters because the Warriors are no longer looking for theory, they need certainty. Curry is older, the West is younger, the margin for error is smaller. A player like Durant gives you something Golden State has lacked, a clean isolation scorer who can survive ugly playoff possessions. When the motion offense gets jammed, when the crowd gets tight, when the opponent switches everything and dares someone else to beat them, KD can still be that answer. But the risk side is just as real. Durant is not the same player from the championship years. He is still elite, but age, availability, and roster fit matter more now. If the Warriors trade for him, they are not just adding talent, they are making a major roster bet. That could mean salary matching, picks, young players, and maybe even a painful conversation involving Draymond Green or other key pieces. And that is where this becomes bigger than KD. This is about what kind of team the Warriors want to be. Do they want to chase one more championship with proven stars, even if it means taking on age and injury risk? Or do they want to protect the future, keep younger assets, and accept that Curry's final title window may be harder to support? There's also the emotional part. Kevin Durant's first run with Golden State was successful, but it was not always simple. The basketball was beautiful. The noise around it was heavy. Some fans never fully embraced him the way they embraced Steph, Klay, and Draymond. Some people still argue about whether his rings count the same. Others say the Warriors needed him to finish the job against the LeBron Cavaliers. That debate never really died. A KD return would bring all of it back overnight. But maybe that's exactly why it would be powerful. Imagine Durant back in Chase Center, not as the villain, not as the outsider, but as the veteran weapon trying to help Curry finish the story. It wouldn't be about replacing the old dynasty. That dynasty is gone. It would be about one final attempt to build a dangerous version of the Warriors around experience, shooting, intelligence, and shot-making. The front office would have to be disciplined. They cannot trade for the memory of Durant. They would have to trade for the current Durant, the one who can still score efficiently, still punish defenses, still raise a playoff ceiling, but also needs the right roster around him. Golden State would need athletic defenders, rebounders, and enough depth to avoid becoming just a collection of aging stars. So, can the Warriors bring KD back? Technically, only if Houston is willing to talk and the price makes sense. This is not a free agent signing. This is not easy. It would be a major trade conversation. But should Golden State monitor it? Yes, absolutely. You do not have Stephen Curry and ignore a player like Kevin Durant if he becomes available. My opinion is this: KD back to the Warriors makes sense only if the deal keeps Golden State balanced. If they can add Durant without destroying the entire roster, it could be one of the scariest win-now swings in the NBA. But if the cost is too high, the Warriors should not let nostalgia make the decision. Dub Nation, where do you stand? Would Kevin Durant coming back give Curry one more real championship chance, or would it be too risky to reopen that chapter? Comment your take, like the video, and subscribe for more Warriors news and NBA trade rumors.